I'm Alexa Galloway here with tonight's starting pitcher, Kevin McCanna. Kevin, you made your longest start tonight, 8 innings. What did you make of your performance?
I'm very happy with how I pitched tonight. My guys really helped me in the field. Coach Trundy kind of wanted to take me out early, but I really didn't want it. I wanted to win this game for the team and just try to throw strikes, and my defense helped out a lot too.
We had 6 strikeouts overall, back-to-back strikeouts in the 6th. What pitch was working for you best?
Probably my fastball. I was trying to locate my fastball and then come back with my off speed. Just like I said, let the guys hit the ball and let my defense work.
In the 7th inning, there's kind of a weird situation where you're not too sure what's going on the mound. How do you keep your composure?
Yeah, I thought it was gone as soon as he hit it, so I was kind of pissed at that. But the umpire said the guy did tag up, so I just didn't worry about it and just try to focus on getting the next hitter. The
Commodores are headed to the division finals. What are your emotions?
We're very excited. We don't want to go home. We just want to stay and win this thing for Coach Trundy. You know, just like last year, we had the "Win It for Trundy" slogan, and we're really kind of taking that to heart this year as well. So we just want to win it for him.
Coach Kevin McCanna, Garrett Clevenger, what did you see from the pitching tonight?
Outstanding. You know, plain and simple. I mean, it was outstanding. I thought, you know, we scored early, which was big for us to get those runs in the first inning, and then Kevin got us right back in the dugout right off, and then just pitched extremely well from that point on. And you know, Kevin is a lot. He's kind of a right-handed version in a way of Matt Hall from a standpoint of, you know, how he goes about his day and how he goes about his business, because he has great damage control again. You know, things don't rattle him. You know, he'll get to the next pitch, and you know, all of a sudden, if there's a couple of base runners, you know, you have confidence in him because you know he's going to make pitches and get to that next pitch and execute a pitch when he needs to.
Besides the early runs, what was a key moment in tonight's game?
Well, once again, I thought, you know, we played solid defense overall. We made very few mistakes. I don't think we made an error. I don't think. You know, I'm trying to recall, but I thought we played really good defense. And, you know, we left some people on base. We've had great success at having those 2 RBIs, and tonight we left some guys on. But then again, you know, Boomer coming up, driving in that 4th run with 2 outs, and Jake Madsen driving in the run with 2 outs, the 5th run. You know, those ended up being big runs, and we knew they would be because we knew Highness was going to keep competing. And, you know, they're a good baseball club. They had a great year, and so we knew they weren't going to go down without a fight. So getting that 4th and 5th run with 2 outs, you know, I thought was really huge for us. And Connor Hale, once again, had an outstanding game all the way around. You know, played great defensively. We turned a couple of double plays behind Kevin, which, you know, pitcher's best friend, as the old saying goes. So I thought overall we just played a very, very complete game, and really, really pleased with the way we competed. And I'm pleased once again the way they're playing together and the way they're you know, enjoying one another.
In the bottom of the 7th inning, there was kind of an odd situation that stopped the game for a while. As a coach, how do you not let that affect the momentum for the team?
Well, I think a lot of that, you know, I wish I was a good enough coach to say that it was me that would that would control that, but it's really them. You know, I think, again, it's a reflection of who they are. You know, they're all kids that have, you know, the ability, I think, to put the pass behind them quickly and get to the next pitch. You know, we talk about it a lot, but, you know, let's face it, sometimes you have a group of kids that, you know, they can't get to the next pitch. You know, this group can, you know, and I think that's one of the reasons, you know, we've been a good comeback team this year. We've been able to have, you know, for the most part, we've had our share of bad innings against us, certainly, but, you know, at the same time, I think we're very, very good at being able to move forward. And I think that's a reflection on them more than anything. That's who they are. You know, so they believe in one another. They're having fun. You know, they want to see this thing to the end. And, you know, the biggest thing, like I can say at this point, is they're really enjoying each other.
You were headed to the division finals for the first time since 2011. What are your emotions?
Happy for them. Really, really happy for them and the organization. You know, there's a lot of people that put in work 365 days a year to be able to provide these kids with the opportunity, you know, to play here. You know, it can be a career changer for some of these guys, to be perfectly honest. And, you know, we don't talk about that a lot. You know, we talk about playing the game the right way and playing for each other, because I think that's what they need to lock in on. But, you know, it's great for our organization. But certainly, first and foremost, you know, in 2 months, it's kind of a 24/7 thing. You know, you're together that much, and so I'm really happy for them. I really am. You know, they've earned it. They've played well. They've played together. They're a great bunch. You know, I'm happy that, you know, we're going to be able to go in the division finals and, you know, play baseball some more. I don't want to see this thing get over with.
Me neither. Thanks, Coach. For Coach Trundy, I'm Alexa Galloway. Thanks for joining us here on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Thanks, Coach.